Hello again, everyone. In here again with the International Tractor, and just wanted to show you that kit. This is the rear main seal kit. Part number is BS 423. Everything in here is made in USA, and it comes with a bunch of different. I think this kit's made to fit a few different types of tractors, and it comes with the 2 felt seals that I've installed in the housings right now. Comes with the 2 gaskets for each half of the housing right there. Comes with the actual entire housing gasket and this large felt seal, which I'm not sure what that's for. It's probably for a different tractor. But these remaining seals, I think they go, I was looking at this, and I think they go in this aluminum piece. Here's the oil pan down here, and here's the block. Here's like an aluminum piece. It's like a makeup part. And I think the gaskets go in between here and on the sides too. But those don't appear to be leaking, so I'm not going to be replacing those. And I'm trying out something new today, this Indian head gasket shellac. It's made by Permatex. I've heard it's supposed to be pretty good for things like this. So we're going to give it a try. I have those gaskets setting up with that stuff, so I'm pretty sure they should be tacky by now. So anyways, after you pack those seals in there, trim them off flush in the housings. And what I did is I pre-soaked them in oil. And I'm going to show you guys what I do with these types of gaskets or housings and things like this. I'll show you the method I use when installing one. Just wipe everything off. And these housings, I'm not sure if it's a common thing to happen or what, but they're made out of cast aluminum. It looks like it might be pot metal. It looks like aluminum to me. And it seems like they work between these bolt holes. And same with between the bolt holes on the lower side. See how I had to file it and it's shiny? It's because that was raised up and it was warped. So I went ahead and filed that smooth. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to work with gravity. And I'll show you what I mean in a second. Grab these. Pretty warm today. Make sure your surfaces are nice and clean. First, what I'm going to do is take the lower half of the housing and the housing gasket and a few bolts. Okay, that's how that goes. And you'll notice it's just a small little thing to note. This housing here, notice how those bolts aren't evenly spaced. The middle one's to the left a little farther. Facing it from this way. When it's on the tractor, it'll be towards the right. So I'm going to take this gasket, just kind of hang it on there for the moment. Take my lower housing, a couple bolts, And this is what I meant by letting gravity help me. Just going to take this, slip it up on the crank. Probably shouldn't have threaded those in so far. And yeah, that's what I meant by letting gravity help me. 'Cause I'm using the bottom one to hold it, and then the top one will kind of rest on this naturally. So get those started where they need to be. Let me get out of your way. So just get those started so that this housing is just kind of hanging on the bolts, sort of. You don't want to tighten them, not yet. Okay, I think we're good there right now. And get the two housing gasket seals for the halves. You'll see how they go on there. They're kind of contoured. I think this one goes on there. Just like that. Just lay them on there. Take the upper half of the housing. And slide that on. Now I'm not going to put any bolts that go into the block in there. What I'm going to do is take those two smaller ones and get those started. Now the reason you're doing this is because if you just take all these bolts in and run them down and then do these, what will happen is these will have a tight seal to the block, but there will be a space in between these housings and you'll have a leaking seal. So it's best to clamp this down first to each other and then run these in, so then both you'll have a good seal this way and this way. So that's just something to pay attention to. Now I'm not sure what the torque is on these bolts offhand. I'm just going to snug them up, and I'll put the torque spec in the description of this video. Find my socket. Bear with me a minute, I'm trying to find the socket. Make sure to work these two evenly because you have a felt seal in there that has to kind of smush down. So once you have those in, you can go ahead and put in your remaining bolts for the housing, to attach the housing to the block. So once you have all these in, just go ahead and tighten them down in a like a crisscross pattern, you know. And definitely torque these two bolts in steps, because like I said about that felt seal being in there. So definitely work those in steps. And since you're working with a soft metal, this is aluminum, torque the rest of these in steps too, so nothing gets warped or damaged. But that's about the basics of this. Just wanted to share that with you real quick. Thanks for watching.